screen, I believe. Can you make me the host?
Sure, Prabhu.
Okay.
The live is going on. After that, I'll do. Done, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadadi Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyev cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam bhangam langayate garim yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramanandam. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I would like to welcome all of you for our study of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Hare Krishna.
We are discussing Hare Krishna, we are discussing Krishnamurti Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Giridhara Gopal Prabhu,
Hare Krishna
Archana
Prabhuji.
Mataji,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Divya Mataji, Sindhu Mataji, Raksha Mataji. My humble obeisance to all of you. So let us begin. Okay. So, canto number 4, chapter number 20 we are discussing. So, I would request, I am going to share the screen. Okay, I believe verse from 16 onwards, alright. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I would request someone to recite the verse. I am having cough. Yes. Verse number 16.
Shall I?
Yeah, please, Prabhu. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Varam cha mat kanchana manavendra Runishvateham gunashila yantritaha Naham mukhairvai sulabhastapobhir Yogena va yatsamachittavarti. Translation.
Sindhu Mataji, can you?
Okay, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay, you can read the translation. Maybe purport can be read by Sindhu Mataji. You can read the translation now. Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Translation
Okay.
by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. My dear King, I am very captivated by your elevated qualities and excellent behavior, and thus I am very favorably inclined toward you. You may therefore ask from me any benediction you like. One who does not possess elevated qualities and behavior cannot possibly achieve my favor simply by performance of sacrifices. Severe austerities are mystic yoga, but I always remain occupied in the heart of one who is also occupied in all circumstances. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Sindhu Mataji, can you
Yes,
please
Prabhuji.
read the
Pranam.
purport?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Purport by
Krishna.
His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Vishnu was very pleased with Maharaja Prithu's good character and behavior and offered him a benediction. The Lord openly says that performing great sacrifices or undergoing the austerities of mystic yoga practice cannot satisfy him. He is pleased only by elevated character and behavior, but these cannot develop unless one becomes a pure devotee of the Lord. Anyone who has developed unalloyed, unflinching devotional service unto the Lord develops his original good qualities as spirit soul. The spirit soul, as part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has all the good qualities of the Lord. When the spirit soul is contaminated by the material modes of nature, one is considered good or bad with reference to the material qualities. But when one is transcendental to all the material qualities, all the good qualities come out. These qualities of a devotee, 26 in number, are listed as follows. One, kind to everyone, does not quarrel with anyone, fixed in the absolute truth, equal to everyone, faultless, charitable, mild, clean, simple, benevolent, peaceful, completely attached to Krishna, has no material hankering, meek, steady, self-controlled, does not eat more than required, sane, respectful, humble, grave, compassionate, friendly, poetic, expert, silent. The Lord is satisfied by development of the transcendental qualities of the living entity and not by artificial performance of sacrifices and mystic yoga. In other words, unless one is fully qualified to become a pure devotee of the Lord, one cannot expect to be liberated from material entanglement. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Very, very beautiful verse. So we have seen in the previous verses that the Lord Vishnu, he has appeared in front of Prithu Maharaj, and now he's saying that I'm very happy with your behavior because of your qualities. I'm very much happy. Now he's ready to give benedictions to Maharaj Prithu. Maharaj Prithu is none other than the expansion, or expansion of Vishnu only. I mean, he's an avatar, but we can see he is doing Naralila, right? And now Lord has come. Lord is saying that I'm very much happy with your behavior and the elevated qualities and excellent behavior. That's what Krishna is saying. Thus, I am very favorably inclined towards you. So, because of that, it is not because of he has done great sacrifices or 99 Ashwamedha Yajna, not because of that. He was satisfied, or Krishna will be pleased by how we are behaving, or by understanding our heart. By knowing our heart, Krishna will be pleased. If we are doing all these sacrifices but out of what to say, pride, then Krishna will not be happy. But in this case we can see Maharaj Prithu was a pure devotee. Because of that he had all these qualities. Then further it says, one who does not possess elevated qualities and behavior cannot possibly achieve my favor simply by performance of sacrifice. So Krishna is himself, he is saying that I will not be get attracted to any kind of sacrifices. It's not very important for me. But Because you possess all these elevated qualities and your behavior is so praiseworthy, so that is why I appeared before you. I am now wanted to give you some benediction. See. So, but I always remain equipoised in the heart of one who is also equipoised in all circumstances. So equipoised, we know that in any circumstance will be equipoised person will be free from all the dualities. Whatever happens, he will be stable. He will be, he will not get deviated. He will not get depressed or he will not get happy in any condition. And he will be having an equipoised mind. So Krishna likes such devotees. So in any circumstance, any situation, they will depend only on Krishna. They will be happy with whatever Krishna has given to us, given to them. That is the nature of equipoised devotee. So Krishna will like that. There is no complaint, there is no blame. Oh, why it happened, why it is not happening, why this is happening to me. No questions like that. He'll be equipoised in any circumstance. Just think about the pastime of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad had to go through so many difficulties, right? Hiranyakashipu was trying to kill him in all the ways. All the possible ways in this material world he tried to kill Prahlad. But Prahlad was completely peaceful. Completely peaceful, right? He was, because he had full faith in Krishna. Nothing happened to him also, right? Because Krishna protected him. He protected him directly. He was protecting him. So that is what, it's all depends upon the mind. It's all depends on mind in the sense how much surrenderance, how much we are surrendered to Krishna. That is what is very important. Okay, now let's see the purport here. Srila Prabhupada is saying Lord Vishnu was very pleased with Prithu Maharaj's good character and behavior, and because of that he is ready to give benediction. Then he says he is pleased only by the elevated character and behavior, and this cannot develop, but this can be developed only for a pure devotee. So a pure devotee will definitely have all the good qualities. That is the point. So pure, if you have become a devotee, even if you just think about dear devotees, before coming to Krishna consciousness, how we were and how we are now, definitely there will be some difference. We can, when we analyze ourselves, we can understand, right? So what is the transformation? Because there will be some transformation. There are some changes. Definitely there will be some changes in the behavior, in the character, in the attitude. Many things. There will be many changes. Why it is happening? Because we have not become pure devotees, but at least we are in the path of pure devotional service. We have started practicing the paths of pure devotional service, though we have not reached to that purity state, but we are in the path. So we are still in the path. We are only in the path. We have just started our journey. Still we can see the changes. So what will happen when we are reaching the goal, or when we move forward towards the goal? Definitely there is going to be great transformation in the heart. So to achieve that, we have to continuously strive for it. We have to continuously practice what we are doing now, and it will definitely take us ahead. So anyone who has developed unalloyed, unflinching devotional service unto Lord develops all his original qualities. See, all the original qualities. We spirit soul, actually we know that we are part and parcel of Krishna, and spirit soul is completely pure. Spirit soul is Satchit Ananda, right? Part and parcel of Krishna will be definitely Satchit Ananda, right? So it has all the good qualities, but now for the time being we are contaminated by the material modes, and because of that all those material qualities, good and bad, all these things are coming into our, in our nature, in our behavior. But when we become Krishna conscious, when we become pure, what will happen? Then all these good qualities will be coming out. That's what that is what Srila Prabhupada is telling us through the purport. Then he says there are 26 qualities for a devotee. So we can, very beautiful, we can just go through these qualities and just all of us, we have to analyze ourselves. We don't have to compare ourselves with anybody else. We have to analyze, we have to see and understand each quality and see whether I do have or I have this quality, or how far I am from this quality. That is why, that is what we can do. So these are the 26 qualities given here. Kind to everyone. So we can always, we can think, all of us can think, am I kind to everybody? Am I having that daya? Am I having the compassion to everyone? Yeah, like that. And does not quarrel with anyone. Oh, very good point. Are we quarreling with our spouse? Are we quarreling with our children? Quarreling with the relatives or friends or whatever, you know? So we can analyze. Fixed in absolute truth means nishta, completely fixed in the absolute, completely fixed in Krishna consciousness, no deviation. Tomorrow somebody is telling us whatever you are doing is nonsense, it is not required. You worship somebody else, then you will get all the benefits. You are wasting your time and you are becoming a pauper. You are losing everything. Krishna will take away everything from you. But if you worship somebody else, any other demigod, you will get all the material things. Then we may be thinking, oh yes, then I should go there. No, that is not the characteristic of a fixed devotee. Fixed devotee, he will be completely fixed in the absolute truth. He will be completely fixed in Krishna. Ananya bhakti, that is what. Ananyada is very much required. Very much required. Otherwise we cannot reach the goal of life. Yeah, that's fixed in absolute truth. No complete nishta. Equal to everyone means that equipoise mentality. Yeah, equal to everyone. There is for us, I mean, for example, no enemies, there is no difference between friends and enemies. See, such an elevated quality, right? Then faultless. We should be faultless. We should not have any kind of duplicity, faulty mentality. Charitable to everybody. We should be ready to help others, giving charity to the Vaishnavas, to the Brahmanas. These are great qualities. Mild, very mild character. Clean, of course, cleanliness is required externally as well as internally. External cleanliness, we can say that, by bathing and keeping ourselves neat and clean, our body. And at the same time, internal cleanliness is also very important. That is internal cleanliness means our mind should be clean. We should not have bad thoughts. We should not have some thoughts which are actually against the spiritual principles or scriptural principles or injunctions. We should have a clean heart, clean mindset. How it is possible? Yes, of course, by continuously practicing Krishna consciousness, by continuously chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by studying the Shastras, by associating with the sincere devotees, then only we can keep our mind and heart also clean. So external cleanliness is important, but more important than that is internal cleanliness, which is very important for a devotee, important quality for a devotee. Then simple, very simple, not complicated, very simple, straightforward devotees, simple hearted, and having complete simple faith in Krishna. Whatever is there, yes, Krishna is there with me. Benevolent, helping mentality, compassionate towards other, peaceful in whatever condition they will be peaceful, completely attached to Krishna. You see, again fixed in absolute truth, and again this completely attached to Krishna is both are what the thing is that at any cost, at any situation, we will not be deviated, completely fixed up. Completely attached to Krishna. No other attraction for us. No material, like for example, one leg in material things, one leg in Krishna. No, it's not like that. Completely attached to Krishna. Nothing in this material world should attract us other than Krishna. See, that is the real attachment. That is a complete attachment to Krishna. That means, has no material hankering. See, he does not have any no material hankering. Very meek, very humble, steady in Krishna consciousness, steady and determined, self-controlled. Senses are completely controlled. Does not eat more than required. This is also very important. So we should. So Shastra says it is very important for us to eat mild. We should not eat, or we should not overeat, or we should not eat less. It should be in a medium level. That is very important for our spiritual practices. Otherwise, it will not help us. If we don't eat much, then what will happen? Our body will become weak, and we will not be able to practice Krishna consciousness properly. If we are overeating, we will become fatigue again because of the overeating, and we may fall asleep also. So it should be in a mild. It should not be too much, and it should not be too less. Same sleep also. We have to be careful for a practicing sadhaka. Eating and sleeping is very important. Sleeping also should not be too much, or should not be too less also. We are not Goswamis, we are not like Srila Rupa Goswami or Sanatan Goswami. We cannot imitate them. They were sleeping only for 1 hour, 2 hours maximum. Sometimes that was not also happening. But we cannot imitate them. So we need sleep, and but that should not be more than required, and it should not be less than what is required. So same eating and sleeping also should be in a medium way, or a mild medium way. We should need it. We should not avoid it, or we should not do it more. I mean, no oversleeping, no overeating, no less sleeping, no less eating, like that. Sane, very sane character. Respectful. Yes, amanina manada. We have to respect everybody and do not expect anything from others. That is very important. We have to respect everybody, but always think that I am nothing. That humble and meek mentality we should have. So automatically we don't expect anything from anybody. Very grave. Grave means very serious. No frivolous jokes, no unnecessary prajalpa, no waste of time. Grave character. It is also very important. Otherwise, if we are just talking too much, and so a grave person will not do that. He will be very serious. He will not simply waste time, simply just speaking unnecessary things. Then compassionate, friendly, poetic, poetic in the sense. We can. It is a devotee will be able to glorify Krishna, maybe by poetry, by chanting the verses, or he'll be getting so many realizations, seeing by seeing the clouds. He will be thinking Krishna. Then so like that, he will be whatever natural things or whatever is seeing around, he will be able to connect it to Krishna, and he will be able to glorify Krishna, like that. And expert, silent, also silence is also important. Whenever so we don't have to speak unnecessarily. Whenever whatever is required to be spoken, yes. So unwanted, unnecessary speech, those things we can avoid, because these are not good qualities. For a devotee. So devotees should not speak much, in the sense whatever is required, yes, but not unnecessary prajalpa. Simply wasting time. That is not a good thing for a devotee. So Krishna, Srila Prabhupada is saying that Lord is satisfied by the development of all these transcendental qualities of the living entity, and not by artificial performance of any sacrifice or any mystic yoga. So that is not which attracts Krishna. Krishna understands our heart. He understands our internal feelings, internal bhava, right? So that Krishna will understand. Krishna knows. So he is looking only that, not anything else. Verse number 17. Maitreya vacha sa itam. Okay, I would request, one second. I request Giridhara Prabhu, please recite the verse and translation.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Maitreya
Hare
Uvacha
Krishna.
Sa itam lokam guruna Vishwaksenena Vishwajit Anushasita Adesham Sirasha Jagruhe Hare Hare Krishna. Shall I
Translation.
go ahead? Yeah. Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great saint Maitreya continued, My dear Vidura, in this way, Maharaja Prithu, the conqueror of the entire world, accepted the instructions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead on his head. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Shall I
Prabhu.
continue with the purpose, Prabhuji? Or?
I would request, no, Prabhu, thank you. Raksha Mataji, please read the purport.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One should accept the instructions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by bowing down at the lotus feet of the Lord. This means that anything spoken by the Personality of Godhead should be taken as it is, with great care and attention, and with great respect. It is not our business to amend the words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or make addition or alterations, as it has become a custom of many so-called scholars and swamis who comment on the words of Bhagavad Gita. Here, the practical example of how to accept the instruction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is shown by Prithu Maharaj. This is the way to receive knowledge through the Parampara system. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So Maitreya Muni is continuing. He's saying this is a conversation between Maitreya Muni and Vidura, right? So he's saying that in this way, so he's speaking, narrating the pastime of Prithu Maharaj to Vidura. So he say in this way, Maharaj Prithu, the conqueror of the entire world, he was the great emperor, accepted the instructions of Supreme Personality of the Godhead on his head. See, on his head means he accepted whatever Krishna is saying, Karishe Vachanam Tava, like Arjuna was saying. Whatever you say, Krishna, I will do that. That's it. No counter questions, no arguments, no why, what is this, how, no. Accept it and go, move forward. Same, the instructions from Guru also we should actually accept and keep it on our head. Because a bona fide Guru will be speaking, is a representative of Krishna. So the instructions of Guru is instruction of Krishna only. So there is no difference. So it is, we have to accept in the same way. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, one should accept the instructions of Supreme Personality of Godhead by bowing down at the lotus feet of the Lord. So bowing down physically also very, very important. Yes, and at the same time, the bowing, if we are bowing down in front of Krishna or a spiritual master, that means we are saying that, oh Krishna, oh my spiritual master, I am surrendering to you. Whatever you are saying to please you, whatever is pleasing to you, I am ready to do that for you. So like that is the mood we should understand from that. This means that that's the point Srila Prabhupada is making. This means that anything spoken by the personality of the Godhead should be taken as it is. So with great care and attention and with great respect. The point, dear devotees, whatever Krishna has spoken in Bhagavad Gita. So we all know that Bhagavad Gita is the text is spoken by Krishna himself, isn't it? Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. How many verses are there? He has said so many verses, right? So all those are spoken by Krishna, and we have to accept it as it is. And even the whatever has been said by the pure devotees of Krishna also has got the same value or the same potency. So in Bhagavatam we can see the devotees of Krishna are speaking many things, right? And we can understand. So in both the cases, either both are Krishna Katha only. The whatever Krishna speaks or whatever about Krishna, everything is Krishna Katha, and we have to accept it as it is, with great respect, with great care, great attention. So if we are getting any instructions from the Supreme Personality of the Godhead or from his pure devotees, we should accept it as it is and with great see, three things Srila Prabhupada is saying: with great care, with great attention, and with great respect. This is very important. So we should understand the importance of with great care. Yes, we are accepting that. So whatever you are saying, I am ready to do. With attention, we should understand what all the details, all the details, and what exactly we have to do. And with great respect, with the great respect and honor to Supreme Lord. So like that. So it then Srila Prabhupada is saying it is not our business to amend the words of Supreme Personality of the Godhead. And he is giving the example of the different commentators of the Bhagavad Gita, wherein Krishna's instructions are being misinterpreted and they are concocting their own way and saying this is the meaning of Bhagavad Gita, but that is not acceptable. So that is not our business, Srila Prabhupada is saying. So whatever Lord Krishna is telling, whatever his pure devotees on behalf of Krishna is speaking, we have to accept it as it is. And Prithu Maharaj is a practical example for this. That is what we can understand from this. So, and this is the way we should receive the knowledge through the parampara system. Yeah. So from the parampara system, from the Guru, we receive the knowledge, and he has received from his Guru. So it goes like that. So as it is, the knowledge is coming, and as it is, the knowledge is being given to the next recipient. And as a recipient, we have to accept it with great care, with great attention, and with great respect, and follow that in our life. So if we do that, that's the success of our life. Yes? Okay. Verse number 18. Divya Mataji, please. Verse and translation.
Sparshantam padayo vrittam svina karmana satatum swajya vidvesham visarjah. Shall I read translation?
Translation also, yeah.
Shall I read translation, Prabhu?
Yes, please go ahead.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. As King Indra was standing by, he became a sheep overnight sending to Maharaj immediately embraced ecstasy. Way against him, he is having to horse meant sacrifice. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Pranam. Purport can be read by Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. There are many cases in which a person becomes an offender to the lotus feet of a Vaishnava and later becomes repentant. Here also we find that although the king of heaven, Indra, was so powerful that he accompanied Lord Vishnu, he felt himself a great offender for stealing Prithu Maharaj's horse that was meant for the sacrifice. An offender at the lotus feet of a Vaishnava is never excused by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are many instances illustrating this fact. Ambarisha Maharaja was offended by Durvasa Muni, a great sage and a mystic yogi, and Durvasa also had to fall down at the lotus feet of Ambarisha Maharaja. Indra decided to fall down at the lotus feet of King Prithu, but the king was so magnanimous, a Vaishnava, that he did not want Maharaja Indra to fall down at his feet. Instead, King Prithu immediately picked him up and embraced him, and both of them forgot all the past incidents. Both King Indra and Maharaja Prithu were envious and angry with each other, but since both of them were Vaishnavas or servants of Lord Vishnu, it was their duty to adjust the cause of their envy. This is also a first-class example of cooperative behavior between Vaishnavas. In the present days, however, because people are not Vaishnavas, they fight perpetually among one another and are vanquished without finishing the mission of human life. There is a great need to propagate the Krishna consciousness movement in the world.
So that even though people sometimes become angry and malicious towards one another because of their being Krishna conscious, such rivalry, competition, and envy can be adjusted without difficulty. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, thank you. So, so here, very beautiful verse. So we can see here, with Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, Indra, King Indra was also there, right? So he was listening to all the conversation between Maharaj Prithu and Lord Vishnu. Now King Indra was standing by. He became ashamed. Oh, he was feeling what all sinful activities I did. He was ashamed of his own activities because he was stealing the horses, right, for during the sacrifice. And he fell down before King Prithu to touch his lotus feet, understanding his mistakes. But what Maharaj Prithu did, Maharaj Prithu immediately embraced him. He did not allow him to fall down in the lotus feet on his feet. He lifted him and he embraced him in great ecstasy and gave up all envy against him for his stolen the horse meant for sacrifice. See the greatness of Maharaj Prithu. So he was doing sacrifice, right? So he was, but the Indra was stealing the horses. But when he approached him and he is falling down at the lotus feet and asking forgiveness, Maharaj Prithu's heart melted. He doesn't actually had any envy against Indra because he is a pure devotee. Maharaj Prithu is a pure devotee, right? So he forgot everything and he was happily he embraced King Indra. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, in the there are many examples in the scriptures where we can see the similar instances where a person becomes an offender to the lotus feet of Vaishnava and then later becomes repentant, like the example of Durvasa Muni. So Ambarish Maharaj was also like that. He was such a pure devotee and Durvasa was trying to offend him. Then he had to fell at the lotus feet of Ambarish Maharaj, right? Because Vishnu told him, I cannot do anything, you have to take the shelter of Ambarish Maharaj only. So like that. So Ambarish Maharaja did not felt anything bad about Durvasa Muni. He was waiting for Durvasa Muni for how many days? So many years without breaking the fast. See, such an exalted, and he never told anything to Durvasa saying that you have done this or you have no. He was such an elevated Vaishnava, a pure devotee of Krishna. The pure devotee of Krishna will never find any fault in anybody, even in the enemies. Even somebody is envious to the devotee, they will not feel it. But what about us? What about us, dear devotees? Just think about it. We feel envious to others, right? If somebody is doing good, somebody is doing better than us, spiritual things or material, whatever, we feel little bit envious, jealousy, enviousness, all these things are there. But pure devotees will not have such bad qualities. They will be always respecting others. They will be always thinking that others are better than me. That is their mindset. So now here, say similarly, Indra is falling down at the lotus feet of Maharaj Prithu. Being Srila Prabhupada is saying he is so magnanimous. He was such a magnanimous Vaishnava, and he immediately picked Indra and embraced him and forgot everything, forgot all the past incidents. And Srila Prabhupada finally says, in the present days, because people are not Vaishnavas, they fight perpetually among one another and are vanquished without finishing the mission of human life. Because people are competitive, envious, so everybody wants to win the race. So fighting is there. No cooperation. But this, Srila Prabhupada is saying, this is a first class example of cooperative behavior between Vaishnavas. So maybe while performing any services, there would be difference of opinion, Even in our community we can see there will be some difference of opinion, or something will be there, but cooperatively finally, because everybody is trying to serve Srila Prabhupada, everybody is trying to serve the mission, right? So difference of opinion could be there, but elevated devotees will never ever fight, but at the same time they will always try to accommodate themselves, they will cooperate among each other and work towards the goal. This is the nature of a pure devotee or a elevated Vaishnava. So Srila Prabhupada, he says, there is a great need to propagate the Krishna consciousness movement in the world, so that even though people sometimes become angry and malicious towards one another because of their being Krishna conscious, such rivalry, competition, envy can be adjusted without difficulty. So by practicing Krishna consciousness, by following Krishna consciousness, then they can change their attitude. All the behavior will be changed. So there will not be any envy between the people. There will not be any competition, unhealthy competition between the people. And there is no anger, or whatever we are seeing in this current world. People doesn't have any patience, right? They gets angry in just a fraction of second. Yeah, so like that. So it's like that. So Krishna consciousness is very, very important, and Krishna consciousness can change the entire humanity. That's very obvious. And so we can all pray, and we can also try our best to give Krishna consciousness to others. So before that, we have to practice it. We have to practice it nicely. We have to practice it sincerely. Then at the same time, try to give to others. This is what we can do. Yes, the final verse for today. Who will recite? Who would like to recite? Yes, please.
Can I please?
Yeah, please.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Bhagavan atha visvatma prithuno prahitar hanah samujjihane bhaktya grihiti charanam bhujah. Translation. King Prithu abundantly worshipped the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was so merciful to him. While worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord, Prithu Maharaj gradually increased his ecstasy in devotional service.
You can read the
Can I
purport
read
also.
the... Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna, purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When various ecstasies appear in the body of a devotee, it is to be understood that his devotional service has become perfect. There are many types of transcendental ecstasies in the form of crying, laughing, perspiring, falling down, and crying like a madman. All these symptoms are sometimes visible on the body of a devotee. They are called Ashtasatvika Vikar, which means 8 kind of transcendental transformation. They are never to be imitated, but when a devotee actually becomes perfect, these symptoms are visible on his body. The Lord is Bhakta Vatsala, which means that he is inclined towards his pure devotee, Bhakta. Therefore, the transcendental ecstatic transactions between the Supreme Lord and his devotee is never like the activities of this material world. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you. So here King Prithu, he worshipped the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, and while worshipping the lotus feet of the Lord, he started getting ecstasy. He started getting ecstasy, and in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying that there are different types of transcendental ecstasies, and these ecstasy or symptoms can be visible on a body of a devotee, and it is called Ashtaswatika Vikara. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, if you have gone through or heard, we can see all this bodily transformation in the body of all these transformations, or symptoms in the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and many times on his devotees, in some of the devotees of Mahaprabhu also. So all these Ashtaswatika Vikara, these are naturally coming. It's not, they are artificially doing something. So this should be coming from inside, and it is automatically, it will be manifested for a pure devotee. Like different crying, different symptoms are there: crying, laughing, perspiring, falling down, crying like a madman. So many. There are eight, basically eight. That is why Ashta Satvika Vikara it is called as eight kinds of transcendental transformation. Yeah, so they are never to imitated, but when a devotee actually becomes perfect, these symptoms are visible on his body. The Lord is Bhakta Valsala, which means that he is inclined toward his pure devotee. Therefore, the transcendental ecstatic transaction between the Lord, Supreme Lord, and his devotees never like the activities of the material world. So the spiritual activities, all this, whatever we are discussing, these are these are not something material, completely different. And Lord is so compassionate. So he is called as Bhakta Valsala. He is ready to do anything for his devotees. So he's so kind, so compassionate. So we should understand that, and Lord is ready to do anything for us, but we are not ready to do anything for him. That's the problem for all of us. So we should understand how much mercy Krishna has, how much merciful he is, and how much mercy is showering on all of us. So with that great gratitude and love, we should approach Krishna with devotion, and he will be very happy. He will be very pleased with our sincerity. If you are sincere, Krishna will be very happy. Yes, and that's the goal of our life, to make Krishna happy, right? Yes, thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, dear devotees. So that's about today's discussion. Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna.